Shoes to fill, Ken.
Pace car ready to take the turn in. Let's turn them loose. We're racing at Wiscasset Speedway. Hammer down for the number 02 of Shane Lane. And Logan Melcher stays right there to his outside as they head into turn 3. Fast cars in the middle of the pack too, looking for their spot to make their move. Little contact there heading into turn 1. Melcher shakes loose and takes the lead for himself.
A little wobble by the 02 Shane Lane. It looked like it was all by himself, and he did a good job staying off of Melcher. It definitely could have been much worse.
Yeah, absolutely. Now Kevin Morse starting to make that outside lane work. He was a little hesitant to want to start the outside, but he's got plenty of racetrack to work with out there.
Fast cars in the back trying to make their way through. Oh, a little bit of contact. Josh St. Clair got into the back of Chabak. Chabak looking to get to the inside very anxiously, and Josh St. Clair had to back off.
Yeah, Kevin Douglas just threw down a 15 flat, so you know he's fast. Just doesn't have the room right now in that number 18 as he races back there in 5th. Logan Melcher, comfortable lead to this point, nearly a full second advantage over Jamie Wright, who gets out around Shane Lane for second. Side by side for 4th, Douglas inside, sticks the nose underneath as they get to turn 3. Again, Douglas gets the nose under as they get to turn 1, gets Shane Lane to the outside and has some open racetrack to work with now. Nick Reno's going to take advantage of that as well and move up into 4th.
Oh, Shane Lane's getting hung out to dry. In just a couple laps, he's already fallen out of the top 5 as Hinckley's working underneath him now.
Jamie Wright chasing down the race leader. Wright the fastest of that group. And Kevin Douglas turning up the wick in that number 18, throws down a 14.81 that time by. Fast lap of the race. Logan Melcher will have company in just a moment, right to the back bumper as they get to turn 3. And here comes Douglas. Nick Reno leading the second wave of cars, but Chabak looks to the outside in the number 1 as they race for the 5th position. Check that for 4th and 5th. Jamie Wright up alongside now in the number 84.
Jamie Wright's been a little more venturous going to the outside. We've seen him make a couple passes, but Kevin Douglas, on the other hand, he does not want to get off the bottom.
Yeah, he's pinned right to the bottom of the racetrack, waiting for the 41 to make a mistake.
Contact with Reno and Chabak real quick there for 4th. Chabak backs off of it and loses a car length on Reno.
Jamie Wright takes the lead that time by 5/100ths of a second and out muscles him onto the backstretch, put the 84 car cleanly in the lead. Now Douglas will jump to the high side and go for second. Kevin Douglas out around.
Melcher was right sideways on the backstretch. What a save by Melcher.
There he goes
there
again.
He goes again. He is fighting a loose car.
Yeah, Melcher already losing touch with that lead pair. He might be in protect mode here in no time with that battle for 4th behind him. Both of these drivers up in 1st and 2nd looking for their first win of the 2021 campaign.
Well, I'd say turning an unofficial record fastest time in practice for Kevin Douglas is off to a good start tonight.
Yeah, here they go wheel to wheel now for the lead as they come through 3 and 4. Douglas on the high side, right down low. Douglas takes the lead by 1/100th of a second. They'll hit the halfway marker this next time by the stripe. 20 laps down, still 20 to go, right up into the door as they come out of 4. 1/1000th of a second, the lead advantage for Kevin Douglas. Logan Melcher all alone in third, has time to get that car to calm down. Jamie Wright back in charge. The lead goes back and forth between the 84 and the 18. Jamie Wright gets it sideways out of turn 2, really fighting that car through turn 3. Another great save.
And just like that, Kevin Douglas gets about a straightaway on these guys. Nice and comfortable now.
The lead up to a little over a second and a half. And plenty of open racetrack to stretch the legs in that number 18. Jamie Wright trying to hold on for the second spot. Logan Melcher fighting a loose car as well. He runs in third. Nick Reno still leading that second wave of cars. Chased by multi-time champion Scott Chubbuck and Nick Hinckley. Josh St. Clair struggling quite a bit in that number 14 as he's in danger of dropping back behind Kevin Morse.
Chubbuck really struggling on the top. It clearly looks like he's a little faster than Reno, but you can see his left front fender is tore up. Every time he's tried to go to the top side and gets the fender up there, they've been making contact, and his left front fender is not looking so good. Looks like he's getting a little bit more of a run this time, though. Chubbuck trying to go for fourth.
Yeah, Chubbuck loading up again for another try on the outside of Nick Reno for fourth. The top three are strung out pretty well. Scott Chubbuck, five-time champion, tiptoeing up on the outside of Nick Reno. Chubbuck will lean on him over there in turn number 3. Little more contact coming out of turn 4. They'll have 10 laps to go this time by the stripe. Chubbuck can get there to his outside, but can't get any further up than halfway up his door. Kevin Morse starting to turn things up a little bit in that 29 car. Again, Chubbuck, this time able to get by Reno by 7/1000ths of a second. Drives out around him to turn 3, put the 1 car up into the 4th position.
And immediately, Chubbuck drives right away. Just not quite as fast on the top side.
Hey, one thing that's kind of quietly happening is Jamie Wright starting to reel in Kevin Douglas. Wright's back within a second and now closes into about 4 car lengths.
Certainly getting right back in that rhythm. And Shane Lane doing a great job letting these guys carry on that race and staying to the outside.
Third place may still be up for grabs too. Logan Melcher's got it, but Chubbuck closing up that gap for the 3rd and final position in victory lane. We'll have to find out if Kevin Douglas was holding any cards still in that number 18 car. Anything for Jamie Wright. You build up a big enough lead, you can kind of set your own pace.
Less than 5 to go, and Chubbuck is awfully close to Melcher. He might get in the top 3.
Yeah, he's within a car length now as they get to turn 3 and 4. Joey Peasley up ahead of the number 17. 2 laps to go this time by. Chubbuck is underneath Melcher as they get into turn number 3. And Nick Reno hits the 41 cars in the middle of 3 and 4, just as they got the signal for 2 to go. On the flag stand, we'll check them over and let's get it back underway.
Oh, what a start, Ken. Can't get any closer than that with only 3 to go.
Yeah, they'll get the signal for 2 laps to go when they come around to the stripe this time. Douglas edging out right, and Chabot coming back into the picture. Jamie Wright using up all the racetrack he can find right out under the flag stand, but that opened up the bottom for Chabot. The 5-time champ's going to take the kid to school on the inside. Here they come out of turn 4 to the white flag. Kevin Douglas with things well in hand as they come down through 3 and 4 for a final time, but who's going to take second and third? Kevin Douglas will take the win. Scott Chabot will take second. Jamie Wright takes third.
Congratulations, third place, Jamie Wright. Scott Chabot, runner-up honors. Kevin Douglas, that 3 to go restart must have had you shaking.
Yeah, I was a little nervous because the car was starting to free up there, and I knew Jamie was closing in little by little. And but you know what? It worked out, and here we are.
Got the bottom just like you wanted. Didn't look as strong on the top, did it?
No, I mean it's tough here to run on the outside. You know, you got to be a few tenths quicker than the guy in front of you. But I got to take a minute. Jeff Taylor. This just came from him, distance racing. He's the best in the business, and he really helped me out here, and the car was as good as it's been all year, so I really got to thank him first. Thank my brother for spotting, my family, all the friends I have here. Old Mill Pub, Strictly Roofing, Jordan Lumber, Ray Haskell, 1890 Primitives, John Sullivan's. I just really can't do it without all them, and Richard and Vanessa for all they've done. It feels really good to get a win with this car.
There it is, first win of the year.